more easy fashion. Okay. In Salesforce Lightning Web Component, decorators are used to add metadata to a class or property and control how the component behaves. Okay. Decorators in LWC provide a way to define properties, methods, and other features of a component. Okay. Below are some of the commonly used decorators. So, @wire decorator, this decorator is used to wire a property or method to a Lightning data service wire adapter. So, using this wire decorator, we can connect this Lightning web component to an Apex class with, okay. And the next one, track, is used for the properties that you might want to make reactive, allowing the component to re-render when the property changes. Track means to track the changes. So if some change happens, the new updated value will come if you use track. Immutable is also one of the decorator. It is used for properties that should not be changed after they set initially. So it is like final keyword in our Apex. So if you create a variable integer a equal to 5, then what happens? It is a variable. Later you can give a value as 6, 7, something like that. But if you give static final integer a equal to 5, then what happens? Always the value of a will be 5 and you cannot make any change. Like that, if you don't want to make any changes in future, then we use @immutable. So these are the 4 decorators you need to understand. So now let's go back to this first decorator, @API. @API decorator is similar to how we use public in front of a variable. So integer a equal to 5, then what happens? It will be available only in that. If you give public integer a equal to 5, then it will be available outside that particular program also, right? Similarly here, @API, if you give, it will be available outside that Lightning Web Component also. But if you don't want to use it outside, then simply normally you can use. Okay, but if you want to use it outside also, then @API we need to use. @track, when we will use, if the field's value changes and the field's value is used in a template or in a getter of a property that's used in a template, the component re-renders and displays the new value. If you use track and if you give some value and again if you change the value, it will refresh. It is nothing but re-rendering. Okay, it will verify if there is any change is happening, and the latest value if you want to see, then we will use @track. Okay, initially I have given some value, later I changed the value. Now it should refresh and it should give me the latest value, means I'll use @track. Okay, wire, simply wire we will use to call Apex classes from the Lightning Web Components. To call Apex class methods from the Lightning Web Components. Is this basic idea clear? Decorators. Okay, first put the heading decorators. Heading decorators. Okay, in sales, write down in Salesforce Lightning Web Components. Decorators are used to add metadata to a class or property and control how the component behaves. Write down this complete thing regarding decorators. Everybody noted down. Please complete so that we will see some examples. Completed? Shall I go to the next one? Completed, everyone? Now let's see some examples. Okay. Let's consider this as a parent component, and from the parent component I am calling the child component. Okay. In the parent component I am writing some variable value. Okay, this is nothing but property. If I want to use this inside my child, then what I need to do inside my child, I am saying that import API I am saying, and here export API I am saying. It means what happens from the child component I am exposing this. You getting my point? Wherever I use at the rate API, then it will be available outside the component. Okay. If I just use message, I can use this value only within the child component. But if I want to display this on the parent, then what I need to do here, I need to give at the rate API. Okay. So now let me deploy this. Okay, deployed. So now what I want to display is parent component. Name decorators underscore ex1. Let me preview this. On the parent component, I am on the parent component, but I am getting the child component result. Okay, child component. This one and this one. These two are important for us, right? Decorator ex1 child, decorator ex1. Okay. Control shift C. Child got deployed. So all components will not get deployed at a time. Child component and parent component you need to deploy separately. Message. Okay. Parent component is coming. Of the child component is coming. The child component what I have written. So on the parent,
You did not mention anything track or something like that. After writing element also it mention a track, writing element come after. Event message, event message, only messages, team bit message. Oh, yeah. Then gateway message.
fine. So, well, I think in yesterday's example itself, we covered this. What is the purpose of track and what is the purpose of API? Let's go with the wire then. So using wire, what we can do is see import get account list from @salesforce slash apex slash account controller dot get account list. Like this, we can connect to the Apex. So this is a standard controller, account controller, standard controller dot account list wire get account list accounts. Okay.
Where example, where example.
Let's see some import wire from LWC wire adapter ID, adapter config, property or function. Import object name from schema object, import position object from. Okay, like this we can write. To import a reference to an object, use this syntax. To import a reference to a field, use this syntax. If you want to a specific field, if you want to import, then import field name from object dot field. Directly complete object means like this. Okay, next import a reference to a field via relationship, then we will use this one. Puts account dot name field and uses it in a wire adapter configuration.
CS course so large.
Mark a configuration object property as dynamic or reactive. Decorative wire. Wire function LWC. Okay. To import Apex methods using wire, what we can do, import Apex method name from Apex namespace dot class name dot Apex method. Reference. Where a function with a lightning web component. So this is the LWC JS, LWC HTML, account list, LWC. Okay, call a method imperatively. This one, okay. So LWC JS, LWC HTML. So in the JS, what we are doing, track account, track error, wire get account list. Void accounts error comma data if data, this dot data if error, console dot log error. Okay. So here in the HTML, we are showing the, okay. Control 53. Account list dot JS. One account list HTML. Control shift two. Okay. For deploying this, we need to have account helper plus public with sharing class account helper. Okay. Account helper are we using anywhere? Account helper. Okay. Here using account helper we are using. So we need to create this class. Okay. Create Apex class. Deploy this to source arc.
Account helper method or XML plus to in account use dot JS dot method XML value. after the account list dot js attack symbol.
Unable to find. First, this class should be present.
Meta dot js name.
What is the error in the class? Let's see. Mismatch name. Won't help. Capital A, small a. That's the problem.
JavaScript also. Account list JavaScript also. Account list. Plus default class account list extends.
So here I have created the Apex class. So this small a is there. File, it is trying for capital A. So here if I give small a, it will work. Here also let me give small a. Control S.
In account yes.
Control Shift E. This is the small. Deployment successful. And here Control Shift E. This is also deployment successful. Account list. Control S. So, all the accounts I am able to display. These are the names of my accounts. Okay, now let's go to this. In the HTML, what we have, each thing we will see. Okay, the HTML, what we have, template. Okay, lightning card. I want to display in the form of a lightning card, and the title of the lightning card should be account list using apex wire to function. Account list using apex wire to function. Okay, and icon custom 63 is the icon. Okay, next div class slds em round medium. That's why it is coming in this way. Okay, round medium. Okay, next template if true accounts. So it is checking if the answer accounts is having some value, then show, otherwise not. Inside the template for each accounts for item acc. Okay, so list, I am running on list. So first account, it will display the key acc.id. I am displaying only account name. I am displaying only account name. For example, if I want to display now, if I refresh, see account ID, comma name. I'm getting. See, understood? I don't want IDs, only names I want to display. That's why I'm displaying like this. What I can do here, more tools. Let me refresh this first. Only names I'm getting, right? More tools, developer tools. Here, if I have any issues, then those issues will come here, console.log. If there is any error, show me the error. Okay. JavaScript. In JavaScript, I am clearly mentioning import lightning element wire comma track from LWC. Import get account list from Salesforce / Apex / account helper dot get account list. So class name dot method name. Okay. So let me go to this Apex class. In this Apex class, see public class name, okay, are enabled, catchable equal to true, public static list account get account list. Get account list is my method name. Class name dot method name. Inside this method, what I am doing? Querying on account and returning that. Okay, that is coming back to what JS. So here I am querying that. Okay, track accounts, track error. So accounts, it is a variable. Error, it is a variable. Get account list. Already this is what which is so track, wire, all these decorators we can use in front of methods also, in front of variables also, as I told. So here these two are variables. This is a method which is already defined. So wired accounts error comma data. If data is coming, then show the data. If error is coming, then in console.log show the error. Okay. If data is coming directly, show the data. If error is coming, show it in the console.log. Okay. Fine. So try it out in your system first. Create this Apex class and then write the HTML, JS, meta, and then try it out.